Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the As Seen on TV podcast for Agent Carter, Season 2, Episodes 6 and 7, Life of the Party, and Monsters. This is going to be fun. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me are Chrissy.
Hello.
Hello, and John.
Hello.
Hi. And Rachel.
Howdy-o.
Just have to be different.
I have to.
Indeed. So, Agent Carter.
Carter.
Mm-hmm.
This whole episode was full of crazy women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the crazy women.
Carter, Dottie, Anna, Whitney.
Whitney's the queen crazy, though.
She got the
Oh my goodness, is she?
Does she have the crazy eyes down pat or what?
Yeah. She's just sitting there on the edge of the bed talking to herself. She turns to him. She's like, "I'm not crazy.
You're crazy. You're crazy."
When Whitney makes Dottie get the crazy eyes because Whitney's so crazy, that's crazy.
Yeah. When Dottie thinks you're crazy.
Yeah, when Dottie thinks you're crazy, you're crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, all of last season, we
It's
thought...
a good benchmark.
Yeah, it's a great benchmark. We thought Dottie had the mastery of crazy eyes.
No, she freaked out even Dottie.
Yeah.
Yep.
So...
I mean,
You
Dottie's
forgot the logo.
a little more threatening because she's like, "Want to get sucked into my ska?"
Yeah.
No, thank you.
You want to get sucked into the scar?
Yeah, and
Oh, God.
Whitney did, like, new stuff with it, too. I mean, not just sucking up people who she wasn't touching.
So he appears in front of the Council of Nine with a rat. It's like, you want to see me drink this rat?
Without using a straw.
Just like...
The hands were thirsty.
The hands were thirsty. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's start at the beginning. Jason is phasing out of reality. Which kind of sucks.
He's seeing something. It almost looks like just like this dark portal.
He's seeing a dark portal.
I think that is the dark matter. Like, it's calling him in wherever it's going. Whatever the other side of it is.
To the dark side.
It's the side where I think it's that side of the moon that Pink Floyd was talking about.
Oh,
Probably.
okay. So if they wind up in the moon, that'll be
That's what it
pretty
is.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know, a whole 20 years earlier than they should have.
The dark side.
Dark side. Yeah, based on his whole absorbing that little bit made him corporeal for a brief period of time, he figures if he can get more, make a containment device, and he'll be stable.
Mm-hmm.
Science.
Science.
Science!
I mean, and luckily, weirdly enough, Anna was able to help him do it, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Apparently
Anna
she's
is so sweet.
She very
I love
much is.
her.
she's handy at wiring coils.
She's
Oh,
so
she's
sweet.
Just going
Tiny
to...
little
We did-
tiny
we did
tweezers.
We did find out a lot about her in this episode, which with little hints. You know, her making Hungarian food. Okay, so she's possibly Hungarian.
She's
And then-
from Hungary, at least.
And then her toast. You know, it's like, okay, so she's a Jewish Hungarian after
Yes.
World War II.
Well, Jarvis did rescue
Yeah.
her from...
He had to smuggle her out of,
Yep.
you know,
Mhm.
Does make
Germany.
sense.
or Germany-esque area.
And really, the only reason to smuggle out a white person from Germany who was not a prisoner of war during that time was they were Jewish, unfortunately.
Well, now we know what her accent is.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
She has one. It was kind of, it's like one of those, I can't figure it out. Where are
Yeah.
you from?
couldn't place it, but
Great.
now we know.
I should have known because my fencing coach in college was Hungarian.
Oh, go figure.
Well, that'll make sense.
Should have known.
Something I enjoyed about this episode was the fact that Peggy was still injured. She didn't pull the TV show cliche of miracle healing.
Yeah, she didn't get into... It felt so weird that she did not get into a fight. At all.
She was just pretty... Well, she wasn't happy about it, but she was just pretty chill. Just,
Not happy at all. Sousa had to be like, shut up and sit down.
Yeah, right.
Join my world.
She wasn't happy.
You have a rebar hole in you, you know.
Yeah. Like,
I know.
Sit.
Anna's like, does it hurt? Well,
Only when I stand and walk and breathe and eat.
and eat.
Lay down.
Eating was pretty.
Eating was terrible. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But Anna's so sweet. She's just, and the whole episode, she's just realizing what exactly goes on, and you could tell she just starts worrying more and more. And I'm like, oh, poor Anna.
Like she said, she wants the lie back.
Yeah. When you're that close.
I don't blame her.
No, don't blame her at all.
Mm-hmm. So the whole plan is Peggy is sidelined because of a rebar hole. So they need someone basically who can infiltrate in her place, who would not look weird as Jarvis's date. So
I thought they were going to use Anna. I thought that for sure they were going to use her.
Well, Sousa did make the no training part apparent.
Yeah.
So
Well, we don't know, but she does.
So what's the logical choice? You need someone.
Ninja training.
Right. You need someone who looks good on Jarvis's arm to go into a place and who has training, just for protection.
And is not recognizable.
And is not recognizable. I suppose you break the psychotic Soviet spy out of jail and take her with you.
Well, Peggy said, she's like, I have a terrible idea.
I'm like, Rose? You could use Rose.
Rose is going to her mom.
Oh, yeah, Rose was going to her mom's, that's right.
Oh, that's right, because when she called the office, it was some other woman on the phone.
That's right. Rose. Shit. They knew it.
Damn.
They knew my loophole.
But I loved it when she went and visited Dottie, and they're talking. She goes, these 6 walls. She goes, 6 walls are really... She goes, we're in a cube, Peggy.
It's like...
Try to keep up.
I'm like...
Get your shit together.
It's like...
God.
Okay.
I just died. I'm like, I actually really, really like Dottie.
It's like, she's technically right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those other 2 aren't walls.
We can nitpick.
That's true, but she's thinking of it as these are 6, solid, walls, basically. 6 things I can't get through. I need to figure out how to get through them.
Mm-hmm. All right.
She sees it.
So, interesting plan. And I just gloss over the fact that Dottie's not blonde anymore.
I think the thing is, because she impersonated Peggy, and I guess we all assumed that was a wig, but she had dyed her hair, which is why her hair is still dark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I didn't realize until Peggy went to visit her. I was like, oh.
And what better for her to do than to try to more look like Peggy than she already did? I mean, God, she must just be on cloud 9 now.
She must be loving it. So, Party. Apparently, she's a good dancer. Good for cover.
Well, I mean, think about the red room.
She has all this training.
Yeah, the red room, you're right.
But can we talk about...
Learn to fit in.
When she finally gets out, Peggy tells her to go right, and she goes left. And they throw the net over her.
You thought this would stop me?
Yeah, and he pushes it. But then Peggy just goes and pushes it again.
Oh, yeah.
It was the whole mind thing again.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh! Cake!
What's your name, gorgeous?
I had a flashback.
Saving the world, Peggy.
She's like, I just want to push them back. I want to shock her a little bit more.
So, interesting party. Everybody's at it. It's a Chadwick fundraiser. So, Senate races need funds. Thompson's there, being a good Boy Scout, getting shown around.
And Dottie wants to kill him. I say
Dottie?
let her. I was like, let him. Let her kill him.
Oh.
He's confusing me. I don't know where
douchebag.
stands. Okay, that's not the debatable fact. Yes, he's a douchebag. I don't think that's the debatable fact. I think the debatable fact is he actually going along with it, like, because that's what he wants? Or is he
along with Red Foreman
infiltrating the arena club because he knows something's up? Because we know he knows something's up. Because he watched the tape and then lied about watching the tape.
Yeah, he knows something is amiss. He's not an idiot. But he's... I don't know.
He wants the power. He wants the recognition. He wants to make up for what he did. As in the army or whatever he was at. But Peggy knows the truth. But he wants to, it's like he's trying to just get above that.
Yeah.
Try to get as much power so that couldn't hurt him if it did come out.
Or because I feel like that first or second episode, Peggy's words stuck with him. Because she said, whatever the line was, something about you do, just following orders or whatever, like he did in the war. She made that reference. And it looked like that stuck with him. So I don't think that's gone anywhere, which makes me think he's questioning things. I don't know, though.
But then Vernon kind of really prodded him in all the most sensitive areas that he has, namely his pride and his taint, which is linked directly to his pride. But all right, for real, Vernon I think he kind of alluded to the fact unless you got to deal with Peggy because she's your subordinate, and if you want to look like a man, you have to deal with a woman. You sackless loser.
That was the time. Also, that's the time you don't want to look weak like a woman, because this is the 1940s after World War II. That was the thing. The whole you man up and you don't want to look like a wussy woman kind of thing.
Right, and especially to a subordinate. So he knows. Vernon knows what buttons to push. Apparently, he's done his homework, and he may even know. I get the feeling he might even know, his dark secret.
The dark secret.
He might.
It's possible. He might.
Yeah.
So this whole party is really just a cover, mind you, for Chadwick to introduce Whitney to the Council of Nine.
Oh God, we all knew he was setting her up from the very beginning of the show. If he didn't, then you're kind of targeted.
Because he's on the phone like, my wife is scaring me.
I know, right?
You gotta help me.
Oh, I'm nervous.
What's the best
way
to help?
But she absorbs the rat, and they're like, so you're not a raving lunatic. Okay. This is true.
Thank you for showing us. We thought he was nuts. Guards.
Don't touch her. Well, yeah. Well, she doesn't need to touch you to just touch the ground.
Yeah.
Apparently not anymore.
Well, I'm assuming she's got enough of the dark matter in her, because I guess whenever she absorbs somebody, it multiplies how much dark matter she's got in her.
She has tentacles now. She's just
yeah. So now it can spread. She can use it like a weapon.
It's just you're liquefied, and you're liquefied, and you're liquefied, and hi, husband.
I don't mean to jump around, but when she's got what's her name? Dottie. When she's got Dottie, she uses it to torture her. She doesn't absorb Dottie. No. She's just got it all up in her.
Yeah.
Choking her.
She can control it now. She can control it really well. And that, I think, that scared Dottie, which should scare everyone else, because Dottie's not easily scared.
No.
Well, I'm just going to turn part of your face and mouth into black goo and force you to drown in it.
Yeah, but it had to have left something, because she was constantly going like that. Something was going on with the back of her neck. So something was, it left something, some kind of...
Mm-hmm. Some kind of mark or thing. So, before that, though, Whitney is now in charge of the Council of Four. And,
the Council of 4?
There's only 4 of them left.
That's what I'm for, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I need access to all of your facilities. You fabricate some bullshit as to why they're dead.
Yeah, because she's just like, now I have chosen you.
I know, I have chosen you.
Oh!
You're welcome.
I have chosen
Okay.
you, as in you're not dead.
And the
Thank
guy's like, can I say one thing? I'm like, oh,
It's like, oh god,
creeper 10.
it's gonna be the Council of 3. Hi, sweetheart. What's your name, Zap? He needs to get zapped a few more times. Gonna go.
Well,
like
that's what I thought, because I was like, yeah, he's kissing ass, and if he wasn't so scared of what she could do to him, he'd be trying to have sex with her.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it also comes out though that Seuss's lady left him. She called off the engagement.
Yes.
Of course she did.
Did it break anybody else's heart when, Peggy went down and he was there, and it's like he clearly didn't sleep. He was clearly crying, drunk and hungover. I was just like, oh god, Suso.
He was such a mess.
You
It's like-
precious mess of a human being.
She called off the engagement. Well, I will go down there right this minute. Explain to her.
Peggy, no.
No, it's no.
Peggy, no.
Not helping.
But we've pretty much covered all of the first of the 2 episodes here. But before we move on to the second, let's just talk about how relentlessly single-minded Peggy was this whole time. More so in the second episode.
Yeah.
Like, a little scary so.
Well,
And
I
Jason
think
was even like, hey, hi.
Hi, look at me. I'm still here. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
Well, I think she wants to be on her A game because Dottie is so. She's like a oiled pig. It's really hard to catch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she feels responsible not only for setting Dottie loose, but for not being able to do it herself.
True. So, I mean, that leads to a pretty relentless pursuit of getting Dottie back. But, I mean, there were probably better things she could have done with her time than go after Dottie. You got bigger fish to fry, a.k.a. Black Tentacle Hand Lady.
Yeah.
And it's funny because she's like, Whitney's a threat. I'm like, there's this bitch drinking people. I don't know if you saw, but...
Well, I do like the, Peggy told Dottie, don't let her touch you. And
Yeah.
And Dottie's like, what are you talking about? And then when she was in that closet and saw what happened, her eyes were just like, holy shit, what the hell is going on?
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. She doesn't have to touch you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't let her within, 10 feet of you.
Yeah, she can just shoot that shit wherever she wants. I mean... And I think the most interesting thing... Well, the coolest thing was that, what happened with her and Jason towards the end.
Yeah.
Kiss, kiss, smooch, smooch.
She tried to attack him, and he just...
Oh, Whitney.
absorbed
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. He was like, matter,
We've seen him attract and absorb any zero matter that gets near him.
Yeah.
So, I'm amazed she didn't feel some kind of pulling force from him. Maybe she did and thought it was the stuff in his body just calling to her.
Right.
Well, I think they're both feeling the pull from an external point.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're both being pulled towards something.
Yes.
But not being pulled towards each other.
Right.
They're like 2 halves of a coin.
And
Like 2 opposites.
the scientist gears in her head were turning when that happened. Like, do you feel any different? Like, dude, that was
Together
awesome.
we can rule the galaxy.
It's like, join me and I can complete your training.
I'll share some of my goopy shit.
That could be shit.
Well, she's going to have to.
It's like Spider-Man, but throwing out black tar.
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, it looked like he absorbed enough to be solid for a while.
Yeah, because he was out of that chamber for some
enough
time.
for her and the car salesman to take him off.
And Freddy.
Every time they say Manfredi, I think
know.
he's gonna sell me a car.
I'm just like, oh my god.
What's his
And his
first name?
name's Joseph,
Joseph.
too.
Yeah.
Show
Which is the
Manfredi.
exact name of the fucking car salesman in New York. It's a problem.
You need to go to him and go, do you know? I wonder how many people have gone to his car lot and like, do you know there's character on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that has your name.
But yeah, I don't know. I think Senior's dead, but I think his son's still alive.
Yeah, Senior's dead.
But Jesus Christ, like every time.
I actually really like that character because because the guy who plays him is like a comic.
Mm-hmm.
So he puts that and he overplays the character, which is hilarious. Makes it even funnier.
Mm-hmm.
You talking to me? I keep
No.
pull a Pesci.
I know.
Well,
He's hilarious.
I'm funny. What am I, comedian? Do I amuse you?
I even just like that when he came in to get Vernon, it's like, boss needs you. Well, I'm in the middle of something. Oh, you want me to tell you? You want me to tell her to wait?
Do you want me to tell her that?
Yeah.
When I should tell her that? No, he says one. I should tell her that. So like
Yeah.
a proper gentleman, which was wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm starving. All right, go ahead.
It's great because he looks at her the crazy black cracks on her face, and he's still like, "You're fucking beautiful," and I'm like, "Oh, that's sweet. You're a giant douchebag, but."
Well,
You're a chivalrous douchebag.
He wants to know what, like, black void vortex sex is like, so.
It's absorby.
Wow.
I mean, I'm sure very gripping, but.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I don't know.
The lubricant needed.
I mean, it's really so very tacky how fast she was like, "Oh, I like you. My husband's dead. I like you."
Well, it's also they were talking that the stuff also alters their personalities. Like we saw a little bit Jason when he was freaking out. He was like aggressive, and it's like it feeds off your anger kind of thing, and it changes who you are, or it feeds off your fears or whatnot. But yeah, so it's definitely changed who she is or who she was.
It's an interesting.
But I hate to say it, I'm not sure she ever loved her husband.
No, she probably didn't.
He was always a tool to her.
Yeah, but in many ways,
in more ways than one.
Yeah, but no, it's like that part of her was always there, but it was never shown in public, kind of thing. It was never shown outwards, and this just makes it come
right. I mean, I don't think it adds anything that wasn't already there.
No,
because I think she was fully capable of any of this without the zero matter, but I think it just strengthens her resolve and also is driving her towards more zero matter. Mm-hmm. That's what's new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and I mean, also she was taught how to survive in this world as a woman, and that's what she used all this time. But now she's got this power that she's never had before, where she's like, I don't have to do any of that stuff anymore because I didn't actually like doing any of that stuff. I'm gonna walk around and be a bamf.
Walk around, be a bamf. I like it. So my question here is, why was Anna ignoring the intruder alert that her husband had set up?
I think she thought she set it off. Because at the same time she pulled the lock.
Oh, yeah.
She thought she set it off.
Okay.
I missed that. Okay.
Because I thought she was gonna turn around and grab a shotgun. But then she just had the keys and she told, "Oh, okay, honey." And I'm like, "What? Why do you not have a shotgun?"
Because she was down in the wine cellar and she tried to pull,
Right. Okay.
Because it was the locked case for like what was it, $100 bottles of wine?
$1,000 bottles of wine.
Yeah. So of course, yes, knowing Stark, he would have the security system hooked up to that part of his wine cellar.
I thought it was just because she was drunk. She didn't care.
So let's talk about the balls on Sousa, who's getting clearly strong-armed by Masters, who's just kind of like, would sure be. He almost one's word short of coming out and saying it, like, sure would be a shame if those two burglars came back and roughed you up some more.
It's like he's
just like, no, Susan, no.
When he realized that he's not going to shake Sousa like he did Thompson, he had to resort to other matters, and he had to take his position, and he had to do this.
I'm just gonna take your position.
I loved.
I can do it.
They were in Sousa's office together, and he was doing the same spiel he gave Thompson, and Sousa's just like, yeah,
That's nice, honey.
You want to try to bribe me? Okay. Let's see how far that gets you.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
you know that's not legal, right? What you're doing? It's not legal.
But I just love the fact he was like trying to. Well, you're a hero. Trying to. Stroke his ego. And Sousa's like, dude,
I don't care.
I don't care.
You're not talking to a Boy Scout.
Very, very
You're not
true.
talking to someone with low self-esteem.
Yep,
exactly.
Well,
that's the more correct statement.
I keep wanting to call him Red because that's just
Yeah.
But
I'm not gonna lie, I've been calling him Red.
But yeah, he probably thought because he's injured in the way he is now that he would need that, and he would fall for it.
Yeah.
You need that ego boost, that little extra, lift.
But he don't.
So when Whitney was in the basement, she's looking over stuff. She's like, this kind of containment, this other thing, a palladium core, and I'm like, she's describing an arc reactor.
Oh, I didn't even think of the palladium. Oh my God, you're right.
I just
rich.
And she just looks. She's like, the man's a complete genius. Too bad he wants to waste it making movies.
That's what she was talking. Oh, I didn't know what man she was referring to.
Yeah, she was looking at Stark's plans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's like, you really think he spends his time working on movies for the movies?
No,
like,
he's on the set either A, banging women, or B, thinking about things he's going to invent later that night.
Or thinking about the women he's going to bang that night.
With the inventions he's going to make the next night.
Yep. Or no, he's going to impress them with his inventions and then bang them.
All right, then. So, during this whole time, Whitney kind of speaks to what her mission statement is. She wants to change the world.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the 1940s world does kind of suck for women and, people who are not white. And, she does have a kind of point about it. Drinking people is not the solution, though.
No, it's not.
No.
But, I mean, this is a person who's been put down her whole life, told she can't do things because she's a woman, like by her mother, by everyone, every school she applied to. So now where she has the power to, drink the people who said no to her, she's gonna do it.
Well, it's not just that she has no power. It's also that whatever even power a woman has, i.e. their beauty in that time, is also fleeting, and that she's not going to have it forever. She
doesn't even have it anymore.
And that's not even really a power for herself,
Right, but that's all she had.
Got her to a place, but it, people have, judged her for it.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, in that time, she no longer has her beauty. She's still beautiful, but for the public eye, she's got this crazy black cracky thing going on.
And she has cracks in her china face.
Right.
Yeah.
And
loved
the thing
when
with
she walked
Wilkes,
out with the veil.
Oh, well.
Black lace. I was just like, yes.
But
she's a really good actress.
And it kind of goes to show like why they're also two sides of the same coin again. It's because they're both a downtrodden, subjugated people in a way. It's just like, oh, you were just hired because you filled in, you filled a gap in our,
You're the token minority.
You're the token minority, basically, and whoever was the token female that we needed to hire. You weren't hired because you're smart, and it's like, bitch, do you see what I just fucking? All right, fuck you, fine. I'm not smart, right?
You weren't hired because you were smart. Really? I just built a magnetic dark zero matter containment device in a basement. While no, I'm sorry. I just talked a Hungarian woman.
That's true.
through
the steps to building.
Albeit a very enthusiastic Hungarian woman.
Yes, very enthusiastic. But
no, I mean, she's right. If they didn't have to hire him for tax reasons or government whatever laws,
check a box,
they wouldn't have hired him.
Yeah, very true. And they would have missed out on him.
Yeah.
So, my closing statement is, don't kill Anna Jarvis.
Oh, no!
Oh, God.
And, you you kind of see that Whitney's not full-on chaotic evil psychopath yet.
She's a hard neutral evil.
Yeah.
Shot her pretty good.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. Manfredi was going to kill her.
Yeah.
She said, no. Probably was kind of hoping, look, would you get away from here, please? I don't want to have to hurt you. Run. I'm trying to do this for women, for us.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's like, oh, here comes the car with, people trying to capture me. Like, shit. Diversion.
It's ought to slow.
Yep, this ought to slow them down. Stomach wound.
And honestly, like, I love, like, the snap change in Jarvis as soon as they figured out, like, the trap wasn't for them.
Wait, pulls the gun off the henchman. He's just like, move!
The whole car ride, too.
He was, like, a different man, which, of course, you would be.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, oh, boy.
I do enjoy Jarvis and Peggy's talks, though. They're
fun.
They were having best buddy talks.
Mm-hmm.
I just love them. It cracks
Peggy's
me
still
up.
just like, I don't like boys. Boys like me.
I don't like boys.
Boys like me.
Yeah, I don't like boys like me.
Peggy Carter, ladies and gentlemen.
I just wanted to punch everyone in LA. I don't see,
I don't see
why
how that
that's
makes
a
me
problem.
attractive.
Apparently that's attractive to people.
Yeah. You can't punch everyone in LA. I need a hobby.
Mm-hmm. So, is there anything we missed?
I want Whitney to stop eating mice because they're so cute. Like, she keeps picking up, like, the cutest ones and just killing them. And I'm like, oh.
That cements the evil part.
Yeah. We learned a lot about what happened to. Where am I going with this sentence?
Places.
Like Jason, because like my theory was, Jason, like she absorbed him, but it's actually not that at all. Because I thought there were a bunch of other ghosts running around of people she absorbed, but clearly
not. No.
Clearly not.
That's
where I was going with that sentence.
I also do like the fact that they did show a somewhat vulnerable side of Dottie. Even though she was being tortured, she was full out bawling her eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
And also just how stupid male policemen are when a female agent tells them not to go near a trunk.
Agent Carter, SSR, I have a prisoner in this trunk. For God's sakes, don't open it.
Don't listen to her. Don't open the trunk.
And I'm just thinking to myself, no, this guy's dead, and I wonder how long it's going to take.
And just Peggy's face was that, that weight of responsibility on her again.
Just looks down, looks up like...
I told you! You dipshit! I told you!
Yeah, she feels like she fucked up.
You have one job. You had one job, and that was not opening the trunk.
One job, Daddy. One job.
You open the trunk.
But she knows she can't leave Jarvis now. She has to be there for him.
No, of course.
Well, and then she called and then found out that, Red Foreman's being a douchebag, and
she can't do anything about that either.
She can't contact Sousa reliably now. She doesn't know where he is.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a desk. I mean...
And he doesn't have a cell phone.
No. So...
I'm pretty sure Howard had something.
And if he's, like, at a bar drowning his sorrows and not at home, like...
He's gonna be at the
she's
bar.
an agent. I'm pretty sure she can track him down.
Yeah.
She's not it, but...
Well, you got, like, friggin' basically Ivan Ooze after you. But a lot darker. It's...
But actually a threat.
Actually evil.
And not so much on the mind control-y stuff either.
Right.
Oh,
like,
Ivan Ooze, dude.
I don't know why I just thought of that. I was like, shit. I don't know. I think she's going to be on her own again.
Yeah.
Doing the good fight.
Well, didn't she technically quit?
Technically, she told,
She told Thompson to go shove it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that kind of was a quit.
Yeah, they haven't taken her badge. She obviously still has her badge, but...
Right.
I think she's fired.
She's not going to have those resources anymore.
But Jack can't fire her, because she used to be like, well, you're not a war hero.
She really
So
does.
she's
have
kind
the
of fired,
leverage.
not fired.
Well, yeah, she's fired, not fired, pretty much.
She's fired.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so next.
Not until the paperwork goes through, she's still employed.
Exactly.
Get the paycheck, damn it.
Until you take my badge from my cold dead fingers.
So next week's episodes, because we're getting a two-parter, a 2-hour thing again. First one is called The Edge of Mystery. Peggy and Sousa propose a trade with Whitney Frost, while the SSR gets help from Howard Stark that may be the key to eliminating Zero Matter. And then episode 9 is A Little Song and Dance. Peggy desperately tries to save Dr. Wilkes with a dangerous plan to stop Whitney Frost, but Thompson makes a surprising move that could destroy them all. It goes dark side.
Great!
Clear underwear.
Great. We shouldn't have let Dottie kill Thompson.
You know she's going to say that if we see her again.
He's gonna turn, man. I know it.
But you should have let me kill him.
He's gonna be a good guy.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to be like, I was just gathering intel, motherfuckers.
I don't like him. I never have.
Either.
I agree, he's a douchebag.
I just have faith. I have blind faith that he's gonna do the right thing.
Blind
Yes.
faith. I hope it's not misplaced.
It's more I have faith in Peggy's motivational skills. Where like she's motivated him to be not a Boy Scout.
We'll
He's
see.
a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy. Doesn't want to get his hands dirty.
Indeed.
I mean, he's gotten his hands dirty before, so
Well,
He wipes them off on someone else.
you're not wrong about that. We'll see.
So.
all right. We'll see. So, that's that. So, Chrissy, where can they find you?
You can find me at Cleomoto on places such as Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest at Cleomoto.
John, how about you?
You can find me in a less roundabout way at No More on Twitter.
Rachel.
They can find me at Savannah17 on Twitter and at Savannah on Twitch.
Awesome. You can find me on Twitter at Philidrin. You can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, Google+, Gmail, and YouTube. Thank you. At ASOTV Podcast. You can follow us there for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. Thank you all for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Want to see me drink this guy? She has to say that.